Hello everybody, Yosef Lang here. Welcome to the weekly shir of Zera Shimshon. And I know it was a double parsha, so I'll do Balak and we'll leave Chukas for next year, Mitzvah Hashem. I'm going to do the last kapitel, Yud Gimel. And I know there was a lot of good stuff here, especially in Chukas. It was very long and I tried to keep this to about 10 to 15 minutes, the whole shir. So let's go. It says a pasuk. It says Yavich is a klala levracha. It says a pasuk in Dvorim, and we say it in the Birkas Kahanim. Makshim Meforshim. Everybody's asking the Echitachin Leimer Shaklala Atzma Tiyada Bracha. How could it possibly be that the klala, the curse itself, can turn into a blessing? Alpha Pisha Bo HaBrachas Me'ena Dvorim. Sheroitza the Kalam. Even though the brachas are the similar nusach, we'll call it, similar things that they wanted to curse them with. Mikol makam ein haklala atzma lebracha. The klala, the curse itself, can't turn into a bracha. V'aid ma'u tevas lacha. Why does it say a klala levracha? Yafach lacha is a klala lebracha. So here we go. Anias daiti. This is Reb Shimshon himself saying, according to his personal opinion, Nira the tevas lacha itzterich. He needs the word. You need the word lacha for you. The salka daitach loymar shehoyel shebilam beirach es Yisrael said, since Bilam blessed the Jewish people, yia gamhu misborech, that the rule is that if you bless, you will be blessed yourself. Like it says in Pasuk and Breshis by Avram Avinu. Baruch. So the one that blesses you will be blessed. Like Kamash Malan Kra Lecha. That's it. The pasuk says you. That says Yahafich Lecha Saklala Lebracha. The Dafka Legabi Yisrael Hayu Habrachis Olay Legabi Debilam. That will only apply to Jewish people who give brachas, that they will be blessed, but not to Bilam. What about, still didn't answer the question about turning the curse into a blessing. If we understand this simply, so he was thinking he wanted to make a curse, but in his mouth he had to make a blessing because God told him he has to. So there's no curse at all, because the bechol Torah kula dvarim shebelev lo hayu advarim klal, because the Torah in many places in the Gemara says that things that are in your heart are not significant in order to make the final decisions. Even in the place where in the Dorim they say you have to be forced to make a neder. Isa v'hagam Shulchan Aruch Yordeh Simon Reish Lamed Beis Dal Yodalad Ubevad Shelo Yotzi Mipiv Davar Shehu Mefirish Neged Masha Beliboy. As long as he doesn't say, release out of his mouth something that explicitly is against what he has in his heart. And you can see the godless here, a little bit of the Zera Shimshon, that he knows Kol Torah Kula backwards and forwards, the tip of his fingers. It's only if he says, like in his heart, he says he means today, or something similar to this. So if it doesn't go according to, he only means today, it doesn't mean forever. Since Bilam himself says, I have to bless the Jewish people, he told Balak, I don't have a choice. Dima din zela din hanau. Maybe he had the same idea that I could be forced to make a neder. So maybe those blessings that I'm giving to the Jewish people by force, it was only going to be one day and that's it. And after that there'll be curses. Umukmina and Hasan b'shas. The Gemara in the Dorm says the dafka b'moiches she'oisa neged hadin. That's only talking about a tax collector who's doing against the judgment, the strict law anyway. As amrin dvarim shebelev hayu dvarim. That in that case, that things that are in your heart would be factual in reality. But if he's a tax collector that is taking the taxes properly, according to the law of the state, so then it's not permitted for him to say that he's making another in his mouth, I'll pay it, but not. But it only means today, not tomorrow. Because it's prohibited to try to escape the taxes. According to the king. Rashi, like Rashi says over there. So Hachinami, same thing by Bilam. So you wanted to do something against the judgment, against the strict justice of God, that to curse the Jewish people. He said you can't curse them because they're blessed. And in that case, we don't say that things, matters of the heart, are not things, are not pertinent. He's thinking in his heart that the blessings are by he's being forced to say them, that they won't be it won't continue to exist at all. The other way, just the opposite. It turned around that the brachas, the blessings, will be existing forever, like it says in the Midrash in Devarim Rabbah, and the pasuk with Shomar Hashem Elokecha Lecho Asa Bracha Lachlova, right? God is going to watch over you forever. But Omar Rabbi Shmuel Bar Nachman, Rabbi Shmuel Bar Nachman says, Kol Masha Yisra Oichlin Ba'olam Hazeh, everything that the Jewish people are consuming and having pleasure from in this world, Eino Ela Mikoyach HaBrachos Shebircham Bilam HaRasha. They're only having this pleasure because of the blessings that Bilam gave us. But if the Avos HaKadoshim, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov gave us a blessing, that's going to be for the future world, for the Moshe of Shiach and the future world. So if then the Bilam said these brachas and they're real blessings, not just fake, not temporarily, says, how could we possibly say that they turn to be curses? Kedamin Perak Yud Aleph, the Sanhedrin, Shekulam Chazur Leklala Chutz Mi Bati Knesiyas and Bati Knes Midrashes. So how could they turn back to be curses except for the blessings he gave to Matay V'Alecha Yaakov Ishkan Yisrael? Right? Those stayed. Shenira Mizeh Shahaya Bohem Ktsas Svor Liyais Klalis. So there's got to be a little bit of an understanding that they could be klalis. V'hein dvorim shebelev lo hayo dvorim klal. How could it be? But dvorim shebelev, that whatever Bilam was thinking, it can't come to fruition. So we said before, we didn't do that one. Asi Shaper, it goes good. He says, Shabir Balak of Bilam niskavnu lerois hamekayma she'asidim yisrael lahachis lakadosh baruch. So Bilam and Balak were looking for places that Jews would anger God in the future. And on those places, the curses took effect. Therefore, and the Jews were really fitting to get the curse. When Bilam was forced to bless them, now we could say that rule of things in the heart are applicable, and then they couldn't have fruition. And therefore the brachas don't have a place to take effect. Because Bilam never had in mind to bless them. Only that day. and all the other days would be a curse if there was a place to take effect. HaKadosh Baruch Hu beracham of haklalos shehoyu lahem liyos tamid liyisrael hafcham lebrachos. But in God's great mercy on us, the curses that Bilam wanted to say, He turned constantly to bless us, turned them around to be blessings. According to the meat of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, she'ena ma'anish es Yisrael b'shvil ha'avera shasilim lasais, in the way that He doesn't punish people for wanting to do a future avera, or the averas they're going to do in the future. Even by Yishmael, He didn't punish him, only Basha Hukan, right? Omnam Kishabo Bizman Atzmai Shalo Hayu Yisrael Royim Chozo HaKlos Makayim Karoi. But if the Jewish people came to a place and a time that they weren't keeping the Torah properly, so they went back to what Bilam was really thinking. But they were fitting, the Jewish people are fitting and doing what the Ratzon Shamakayim Nasan Lahem Abrachas Tamid Hepech Machshavas Bilam. He was giving them the blessings exactly the opposite of what Bilam wanted to do. Now, there's one little piece in the Segula he brings in the end of the Parsha, in the second year, Rabbi Nachman Seltzer, right? After I began hearing about the Sefer Zera Shimshon, I began studying it from it on a regular basis. In addition to learning from the actual Sefer, I also made sure to get hold of a copy of the weekly Zera Shimshon newsletter, which contains short pearls of the Torah of Rav Shimshon Chaim Nachmani Zichri Tzadik Livracha. Yeah, there is in the mikveh they have this. After learning from the Sefer for a while, I decided that I wanted to help spread the wealth and that I was going to get more and more people involved. My first thought was a simple one. Why not print and distribute the weekly newsletter in a few shuls and Bati Midrash in my neighborhood? I asked myself, there are still many places that do not receive the newsletter, and with printing costs so high, what better way for me to help than purchase a high-quality printer that I could use to print hundreds of copies every week? Of course, I would also distribute the newsletter to the shuls myself. One of the first things I did after making my decision was speak to a good friend of mine who had been married for a number of years and still had not been blessed with children. I told him what I planned to do and asked him if he wanted to get involved. He became very excited, and we decided to purchase the printer together as a joint investment. The first edition of the newsletter that we printed was for Parshas Balak, 5776. Now it's 5780. That's 4 years. At this point of the book, he said it was 2 years ago, but it's 4 years ago. And since then, we've never missed a week, giving us at least a partial zchus in the learning of hundreds of people who feel connected to the Torah of Zera Shimshon. A year after the first edition hit the shuls on Parshas Balak, 5777, my friend and his wife were blessed with a child. That Friday night, they celebrated their firstborn's Shalom Zocher, and I don't have to explain the emotions that seized me as I saw with my own eyes how the Tzaddik's bracha came true for my friend. Having been a witness to this unbelievable story, I call on all those who learned this sefer to take a portion of Zikui Arabim on yourselves and to help spread the Zera Shimshon's Torah to as many Yidden as possible around the world. Have a good Tavach and an easy fast. Mitzvah Hashem, Yud Zayin Tammuz is this week. Everybody be well. Bye-bye.